Okay. So coming to the rack, we have these are the TNS entries. So this TNS entry is related to public IPs, okay, which we mentioned in etc hosts. Okay, 1.101 is related to public IP, 1.102 is related to public IP. Okay, this is related to first node, this is related to second node. Okay, here we are using option is called load balance is equal to on. We have to use the option load balance is equal to on if you use individual IPs. Okay, so we are giving both the servers related public IPs. Okay, if you use both the servers related VIPs, okay, then we have to use the load balance is equal to on. If you use load balance, if you use scan IP, okay, this is the scan IP, right? If you use scan IP, you don't need to mention load balance is equal to on option. Okay, so till here, okay, these steps we are using till Oracle 10G. Okay, these two TNS entries we were using till the version Oracle 10G. From 11G R2 onwards, from 11G R2 onwards, Oracle is introduced scan concept. Okay, when Oracle is introduced from 11G R2 onwards. Okay, till Oracle 10G, we have to use public IPs and VIPs to connect to the database. Okay, so before 9i, okay, before 9i is nothing but before 9i R2 means 9i R1. Okay, about TNS entry used by Oracle. Okay, only public IPs. Okay, so before 9i R2, we were using only public IPs to connect to the RAC instances. From 9i R2 onwards, Oracle is introduced VIP concept to connect to the database. Okay, from 11G R2 onwards, scan IP to connect to the database. What is the differences between these TNS entries? Here we are using public IPs. Okay, here we are using VIPs. Here we are using scan IP. Okay, the advantage here. Suppose if we have 2-node cluster, we have to specify 2 hosts. Okay, if you have 10-node cluster, you have to specify 10 nodes. Okay, 10 addresses you have to specify. If you have 20 node, you have to specify 20 addresses. For public IPs TNS entries or VIPs TNS entries, we have to specify all the node related addresses. Okay, it's very difficult. Okay, suppose if you add a new node to the particular cluster, suppose we have 2-node cluster. If you add 3rd node, then again we have to update the TNS entry. Again, we have to share the TNS entries to all the users which you are using. Suppose 10,000 users are using. Okay, so then you have to share the TNS entry to 10,000 users. Okay, then only the load balancing will happen. Otherwise, those, okay, the people who are not received the new TNS entry, they'll try to connect to the only 2 nodes. They don't know the information of the 3rd node. It's very difficult. But coming to the 11G R2, the advantage is if you add a node or if you delete a node, it's not a concern. Okay, it will take care. You just need to give the scan IP. Scan will take care of load balancing. Scan will take care of load balancing. Okay, suppose if you add a new node to the cluster, okay, then if you delete a node from the cluster, there is no impact. Okay, there is no impact in the TNS entry. We don't need to update any TNS entry information to any one of the user. Okay, it will work out internally. It will take care automatically. Here we are just giving only one IP, but coming to here, we are giving multiple addresses, means multiple IPs to connect to the database. Okay, just for understanding, we have to connect with public IP and VIP, then scan IP. Okay, day before yesterday, something we connected through like IP address, port number, and service name. Now we are using the different way. Okay, we are using TNS entries to connect to the database. Okay, we are using SQL developer. Yesterday we installed Oracle client as per the video. If you see the video, you can understand. Okay, I am just showing the same what we did yesterday. Okay, there is a connection I am going to create with TNS RAC. Okay, like this way I'm giving. The username is ABC. The password is welcome. Here the host name is not needed. You just need to give TNS. Okay, you just need to click on TNS. It is basic. In the basic, you have to give host name, port number, service name. Okay, I want to use TNS entries to connect to the database. Just click on TNS. Here, it will ask what is the TNS alias name you want to use. Okay, in this notepad, you can clearly see MS_prod_pub is related to public IPs. MS_prod_VIP is related to VIPs. MS_prod_scan is related to scan IP. Okay, MS_prod1 is related to only that particular instance it is communicating. You can see it is connecting to only first instance. 101 is related to first instance. MS_prod2, 102 is related to second instance. Okay, so we have to use those. You can see here MS_pub, MS_prod_pub, MS_prod_scan, MS_prod_VIP, MS_prod1, MS_prod2. Let's try to connect. And also we need to check the database side, okay, how the communications are happening.
Sir, these TNS entries should be added in the RAC 1 and RAC 2 instances, right?
That is what I am saying. Okay, you have to see the yesterday's video which I shared. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure.
That is depending on Oracle client. Okay, I install Oracle client here. Okay, I'll show you. This is the Oracle client location. Okay, Oracle client we are going to install in Windows. Okay, not in our Linux system. Okay, this is the TNS entry. Okay, if you open this, all the TNS entries are placed in our Windows Oracle client. From here, it is picking in SQL developer. Okay, I shared in the document with the same document. Sir, I shared in WhatsApp.
I have the doubt, sir. If we have 1,000 clients, so every client requires this TNS information.
That is depending. That is depending on customer application. Okay, if the customer application is using TNS entry, okay, then they should need the TNS entry. Some customers are using string. Okay, if they use Java code. Okay, inside Java code, they'll keep the string. Okay, there they have to update.
Okay.
Okay, not like that. There they don't use TNS alias name. They'll directly use the string.
Okay.
Okay, they have to specify. Okay, it is depending on customer application type. Okay, if it is like Oracle applications. Okay, if it is Oracle applications, they are going to use the TNS entry, right? Okay, if it is some other application, Azale, okay, Mantra, these applications are there. Okay, that type of applications are used internally Java. Okay, they are going to update their Java code.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this TNS entry you can understand after seeing yesterday's class which I shared. Okay, so that topic is related to core. Okay, you just need to understand how to install Oracle client. It's very easy. It is
Okay,
just
sir.
like a VLC media player installation.
Okay, sir.
Just you have to think we are connecting to the database with TNS entries. So that's what you have to think. Okay. Select SID serial hash status from a machine program NST underscore ID from GB $session where username is equals to ABC. Okay, now connections are connected. Let me try to connect. The first is using public IPs. Okay, just click on test. You have to check whether it is success or failed. Then connect to the database. So then give show user ABC. Now check the connection. Let me set up the columns. Okay, so it is connected to instance too. You can clearly see. Okay, let me open one more session. Okay, with the TNS RAC 1. One more connection. Okay, we connected public IP rate with TNS RAC VIP. Just I am connecting VIP, then test, then connect. Now check. It is again connected to the second instance. Again opening third connection with TNS RAC scan. Username ABC. Password is welcome. TNS. I am going to use MS-prod underscore scan. Test connection. Success. Then connect. Okay, you can see it is connected to first instance. Then again one more connection. Okay, just I am not showing any difference as of now. Okay, we haven't completed any practice. Just I am showing how we are connecting, how many ways we are connecting with TNS RAC 1 or MS prod 1. We are connecting to only MS prod 1. So what is the TNS entry we are using here? Okay, we are just giving MS prod 1. Then go test. Then connect. Now check in the database level. It should connect to the first instance, right? Because we given only MS prod 1. Again, the last connection with TNS RAC MS prod 2. Username ABC, password is welcome. TNS, then MS prod 2, then test. Then connect. It should connect to this. So now you have 3 sessions are connected to instance 2, 2 sessions are connected to instance 1. Okay. Let me take an example. The first one, if you see the properties, so what is the TNS entry it used? Can you tell?
Public IP.
Can you tell here what is the TNS entry used? What it contains?
Both both the IPs, both the public IDs for RAC 1 and RAC 2.
Both the public IPs. Okay. This talks about public IPs. This connection is related to public IPs. Okay. The second one, go to properties and check. This one.
Only
Only?
Instance 1.
not on
Only instance 1. Okay. This one? Yes or no?
RAC 1. Yes, sir. RAC 1.
This one. Okay. Then this
RAC 2.
Instance RAC 2, sir.
RAC 2. This one.
Scan IP.
Scan IPs.
Scan IP.
Remote.
Okay. So it contains scan IP contains how many IP addresses?
One IP.
Only
One,
one.
sir.
One IP. Can you tell where is the TNS entry?
MS scan.
This one,
MS
sir. MS Prods _ scan, sir.
20 is the scanner.
120, sir.
120.
20. Okay.
120.
This one.
VIPs.
VIPs.
VIPs. Okay.
2 VIPs.
2 VIPs. Okay, understood, right? You can able to connect. Okay.
Yes,
At
sir.
least if you are able to connect, okay, if you understand, so to which connection I am connecting. So if I teach the failover, you can understand. Okay. If I teach the failover directly from SQL developer, you will think like it's a difficult concept. Okay. It's actually very, very interesting concept. Before moving to, you have to understand, you have to at least connect 1 or 2 times, then you can understand. Let me try to show yesterday's Oracle client installation video, then you can understand a little bit.
సార్ పబ్లిక్ ఐపీ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఐ మీన్ పర్టికులర్ ఇన్స్టెన్సే కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలని ఏమి ఉండదా సార్?
We are giving 2 IPs, right?
అవును సార్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనకి 1 కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఏమైనా చేయడానికి ఉంటుందా?
Load balance should be off.
We given load balance, right?
మ్మ్.
Okay, if you don't give load balance, what will happen? It will first connect to this. I'll tell all those things. Okay, I'll tell all those things. Okay, first it will connect to this. If it is not available, it will wait for some time, then it will connect to this.
ఓకే.
So So just see Oracle client software installation. I'm just showing the video. We have to download the software from above location. Okay. So we have to extract to that particular folder. You have to go to that particular folder. Click on setup.
Sir, my system is not accepting the Oracle client software, sir.
దానికి ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ చెప్తారండి. ఓకే, జస్ట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. ఎందుకు
Yes, sir,
యాక్సెప్ట్
yes, sir.
చేయట్లేదు, ఎందుకు చేయట్లేదు?
ఏం మరి సెటప్ డబుల్ క్లిక్ చేస్తుంటే ఓపెన్ అవ్వట్లేదు సార్. జస్ట్ బ్లాక్ విండో ఓపెన్ అయి క్లోజ్ అయిపోతుంది.
కొంచెం టైం తీసుకుంటుంది. ఓకే, okay. So this SQL developer was connected before we set TNS. That's why it was showing only one. So what I did, I relaunched. Okay, I closed the SQL developer and restarted SQL developer. So the issue got resolved. Now we can see all the TNS entries. Okay, so you have to install the Oracle client, then only we will get the TNS entries in the SQL developer. Okay, there is a dependency. If you want to establish TNS entry in SQL developer, you have to install Oracle client software. That's mandatory. Any questions in Oracle client software installation?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It's clear, right? You can do it with